Hello. Hi, this is your girl, Queen Muhammad. Yes, this is your girl, Queen Muhammad. Mad Pop Records. I am the CEO. Hold on. This light is getting on my nerves. You know how that is. All right. I'm the CEO and founder of Mad Pop Records. I'm also Rich Long's wife, and I'm also manager of the management company that manages Rich Long's career. So, hello, good morning. I got a little food here, and I'm just going to be talking and eating. Um, Amen. Yeah, so I just wanted to this is not a mukbang, so not really going to see my plate, but I just want to have breakfast with you guys and just let you know what's going on with Rich Long. He's doing well, to be expected. He's doing well to be expected. Frustrated. He's frustrated. He feels like he's been kidnapped. I mean, to keep a long story short, he feels like he's been kidnapped. I mean, you hate to be the witness of something like this. Oh yeah, we do have the call-in number. It's 1-800-743-1179. 1-800-743-1179. You can call in. Now that number is going to be a number that you can go on to www.maddpop.com/CEO Connect. If you have a concern or something you want to talk about, not on this line, you can call that number and set up a time that we can have a private one-on-one conversation. It is 100% confidential. You just have to set it up on that website, www.maddpop.com/CEO Connect. That number is also the number that's going to be used mostly in conjunction with the Godmother podcast, which will be coming very soon. We're formulating things to have things to you very soon. Okay? So if you want to know what I'm eating sausage and eggs with cheese and ketchup. And I'm drinking coffee. Like I said, this is not a mukbang. This is just me coming on here with my breakfast. And hopefully you are doing well. You're having a meal as well, wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is, whatever meal that is. He feels like he's been stolen. And it's, like I said, the last video, it's been one of the hardest things I've ever had to deal with in my life. And to hear so many people around here say that this is just normal shit. I'm like, what? You know, I've never dealt with no mess like this before in my life. So I've always I don't know, just never to this extent. Like I said, and I grew up in the 80s, so I never seen all this. I feel like I have warped back into the 80s. For real, for real. You know how the movies be when you be sitting on the train and everybody be in your business? Give them a chance. Yeah, that's how I feel like around here. Everybody in your business. Please keep him in prayer. All of his family. And excuse me, guys. If I have yeah, please continue to keep him in prayer. He definitely needs it. He definitely uh this is one of his greatest times of his life as well. And he's having a hard time coping with it. As you see, the scales of justice don't always tip in our favor, but and that's the bad part of this whole thing. We just want answers. We literally, speaking on Rich specifically, did nothing. We've had our life interrupted numerous times. So that we're ultimately fighting for. No one, it's enough criminals and enough things going on that you don't have to manufacture anything. And if this person is the bad guy, like these people want other people to believe, then they would have committed a crime of illegality. Right? But setting somebody up to now arrest them for it is what Rich believes. But setting somebody up, which Rich believes happened, and by the evidence that's been presented, it seems like that's the only logical explanation. And the more he's searching for answers, the more heavy hand that he receives. So it's just, that's why we had to just come to the people. That's the main reason why we had to just come to the people, because the shit is fucking ridiculous. It's I can't even explain how stressful it is. Um, he's had to miss my birthday. He's had to miss Thanksgiving, Veterans Day. And then imagine all that, and you in there feeling like you've been stolen away. You've been framed. You've been set up. So I don't really, care about how frustrated he is um, at the points in times, because it is very frustrating, and that's why he wanted to get out of that certain area that he was in, not to catch another a real charge. And but sometimes that be the name of the game. People will antagonize you to trick you out of your freedom and stuff. So, but that wasn't the case in what happened to Rich outside. He literally was set up, literally minding his business, literally everybody, all these people who had been harassing and targeting him for months, including the landlord, Stephen Kotowich, the neighbors. It was just these people, and not one of them, not one, not one. This is why they're trying to sweep things underneath the rug, because not one of them can say what crime Rich Long has done to them. Not one of them. They don't want to admit the sad truth that they were just in their feelings and being bullies. Yes. Nobody has to bow down to whatever you're talking about, especially when someone doesn't impede on your lifestyle. His neighbor was arguing, they arguing all times. Rich said record it. You know what I'm saying? He on the phone at the prison telling me to record it. And then imagine that, me walking up to his girlfriend or whatever the next day talking about something. Hey, what's going on down there? It just sounds silly, right? So it sounded silly when he did that to Rich, to publicly, which we know what it was about, to publicly um, show his allegiance to the other groups around there, and to so that's why I had to really call him out when he now, after he didn't cause all this drama in my life and put a big target on our backs as being a Black person that they knew and a new couple that they did not know, for you to be browbeating them in the middle of the street, it just looks ridiculous, and it looks like you are okaying. See, people don't understand. These other groups wouldn't be allowed to do anything if the Black people didn't co-sign it and then act on. That would never happen in reverse. Okay. So that's why I said I had to really put on paperwork when he was trying to, now, after all of this and Rich is locked up, to now try to buck break me and browbeat me in the middle of the street about my dogs and how quietly they need. Now we got to be subconscious of even walking up to step. No, no, I'm not gonna talk to the dogs to tell them to do anything other than what they've been doing, which is just running upstairs to get some water. It's all a game. If somebody, if these people really honestly thought that Rich and I was whatever they're saying, whatever they put in their minds that justify setting an innocent person up, if they really thought that, would they be coming up to me saying anything? Would they be coming up, excuse me, would they be coming up to me and saying anything? See, my thing is, Rich, never mind. People gonna get what they're looking for. Stop. Excuse me. They gaslight you. That's called gaslighting. And then when somebody whirlwinds around you like a Tasmanian devil, now all of a sudden, oh, I told you they was X, Y. No, Negro, that is not a real complaint. That is a gaslight. Just like it wasn't no complaint when he walked up to Rich when he first came up here to check him about me, which didn't make any daggone sense. So these are all people who whirlwind themselves into Rich Long's person pathway, too close, no, engaging. And then when they didn't get the reception that they wanted, this is the reality of the situation. Please, you know how it is because y'all know Rich. When they didn't get the reception that they wanted, which was, I don't know what authoritative figure or whatever this grown man was coming up to him to be, a big brother or whatever in the middle of the street, when you can easily, we live in the same building, you could knock on the door, and not with an armed gunman. You can knock on the door and have a conversation. But no, that wasn't the goal. The goal was to browbeat Rich and get some brownie points for these people around here. And he doesn't understand, and still don't understand to this day, because obviously he's the only one, because coons, they'll be to the last bitter end. Okay, coons, everybody else could concede because they was hiding from the beginning. It was only the coons that you see that were out loud and proud. If I wasn't telling this story, you wouldn't even know anybody of another ethnic group was in this scenario, because oh my God, I just laugh at that daggone that logo that Cynthia G has of that black Superman. That's how it was. They just came in right, I mean, like clockwork, to just cape. And I've never seen nothing like it before. Not one of these people have asked me, am I okay, Queen? No. That's what I'm saying. It's just silly. Silly. Where they didn't have a clear. My thing is, I don't care if you're gossip I don't care. Do you what the fuck don't these people understand? Your gossiping has not a damn thing to do with actively thinking you're going to do something in my life. I don't, see, it's the two different things. Unless I can, because that means you don't value, which that is your fucking mistakes, not Rich and I. You don't value other people and respect other people's boundaries. That is you and your mistake. Hold the mirror up. Stop trying to point the finger at Rich, and hold the mirror up to your motherfucking faces to see, how did we get here and how did things go so left. And as soon as you say that, they want to turn and walk away. They want to, run down the block and do all this other crazy shit. No, it's you. Every one of these people that have an issue or whatever, a perceived issue, have initiated contact with Rich. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Okay? And just Rich doesn't have to sit there and take your name calling and bullying and all this other shit. So as soon as he says to leave him alone or whatever, and to move on or cuss you the fuck out, for doing something that's inappropriate. Then y'all devise all this big covert operation plan and comes that I'm selling the building, I'm doing this. It was sad. You would think that it was a big time drug operation going on up here. It's nothing going on up here, and they know that. They just don't like somebody, and they just mad, and they just gonna just do anything. They just gonna go all around the law and do anything that they want because they don't like the results that they walked into. When they could have easily minded their business and went on about their life. Everybody's so happy, everybody's so unbothered and happy, but they it doesn't seem like it. It seemed like everybody was worried about what Rich Long was doing. Rich Long was minding his business. So no, we don't feel no type of way, and we don't feel like we need to rush for people who didn't respect privacy and boundaries and respect us. Like this. I'm not even going to go into it. Because like I said, people gonna get what the hell they looking for, acting silly with grown people's lives that ain't doing nothing. Acting real motherfucking silly. But yeah, so he did not want to oh sorry, this phone's going. He did not want to engage with this guy, and he just kept relentlessly coming to ask him some questions. You know, it just was ridiculous. Everybody around here, including the black people, act like undercover cops. Okay, that's how they move. And if they aren't undercover cops, that's where you need to stop because they're very sloppy. They're very uh this is them from outside the stores, the Asian store owners outside the store. This is harassment. I don't give a fuck who gave you the order to do this. Okay, I don't give a fuck who gave you the order to say this was okay to target a black guy and stand outside your store like this every time somebody pulls on the block. Okay, I don't give a fuck who gave you the order to do this outside your store. Okay, that is harassment. So if you don't have a good noggin in your motherfucking head to say, okay, it's cameras up and down this block. So if I really want to look at somebody, I can just go to the back of my store and just look at the cameras. Okay, you're trying to engage, to antagonize when you're doing this up in somebody's face. When you're coming to some outside of your store and leaning in down there in the street, leaning into somebody's car. I'm telling you, we was sitting like, this is the store. You saw the store in the video. This is our car. This is the store. He's out the store, leaning in our car. And Rich and I is like, what the? It was the weirdest thing. Just leaned in, smiled. Let me show you who it is. Yeah, these people harass Rich to no end. Let me show you specifically who the guy is who leaned into Rich's car. Now, mind you, we are outside minding our own. Now, if Rich did have, like I said, a negative reception or negative encounter inside their establishment, you know what Rich's remedy for that was? To not go back into their establishments again. He actually went another zip code away to wash clothes because he would never go back into their establishments. And if he had to go into the store, the convenience store, he either myself or the children would go. You know what I'm saying? So he never even visited their establishments because they were harassing him to no end. All right. Trying to get to the video. Oh, sorry. If my let me see here. I don't want to. This is. Can you see? Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Trying to see. Can you see? Oh, I wish he had a little thing. Oh, you do. Let me see. Let's see if I can hold this up from the back. These are the store owners. Look how far back. This them outside the store harassing Rich. That guy in the gray shirt is the guy who walked up to Rich's car and leaned into his car. It was the most creepiest thing I've ever encountered in my life. And this is the guy the gunman went right to right before he approached Rich and I in the car. Okay, so I don't know if he was stopping there before his terror to get a soda. I don't know, but he went right to him. It's the guy who leaned up in Rich's car. So I don't know what's going on. Only thing we know is none of these people have been affected. And what isn't that crazy that that none of these people who actually actively did something to harass Rich, none of these people have been affected. So do you think that that's fair? Do you think that that's right? They just bullied, set somebody up, dragged them out of their home with the U.S. Marshals, and everybody else just get to go, okay, and it's me, leave. Where's the justice for Rich? Where's the care for Rich? Because I remember the landlord who was faking and funking was damn near crying on the phone with me when Rich got arrested. Like I said, he got arrested 5 minutes after that. This guy left and told me to meet him outside. I've never met this man outside before. Okay? Like I said, it was a setup. Told me to meet him outside. I meet him outside. He didn't know I had already been outside. See, this is the whole day that Rich got arrested. I had already been outside because I told you Rich got up very early that morning to go take a drug test. He was starting a job that Monday at Amazon. Got up 7 o'clock in the morning, felt great. He went there. You know how the matrix goes. Oh, we don't do testing until 10 o'clock. He's looking around the lobby. Nobody's here. Well, why are you open? So he's calling me up like it should not be this hard to get this drug test done. I've been trying to do it all week because the day before the gunman had came to the house and knocked on the door. Okay, so we had to spend, instead of him getting stuff for his job and things. Like I said, these people have just impeded into our lives, and we're okay, see you later, alligator. No, let's stop, halt. Stop, halt, stop, halt. Okay? I said, just come back to the house. Come back to the house. Don't worry about it. I'll just come out, sit with you, and. So he came back. I sat, I already was outside with him. So we saw everything the landlord did. We saw when he pulled up, where he parked, okay, which was not nowhere near the house. He was parking somewhere like around trying to be funny, all this little conspicuous shit. Then he was at the door. I got out the car. Rich rolled around the block. So he didn't know, what I'm saying? Like he rolled around. So I met. He rolled around and pulled right in front of, after he left, rolled around. By the time he got back around, the guy was gone. I sat in the car with Rich. It wasn't 5 minutes later. The gunman's back on the block. Okay? He runs right to the store. This here. Okay, make sure it's around. He runs right to this guy at the store. Then comes right to where we are. Rich pops out the car. Okay, and it just, okay. And the rest is still an open investigation. But I can tell you that when all right, I ended up running around like this corner or whatever, and that shit was crazy. I ended up running around this corner and I ran up these steps, and I was trying to tell him to go another way because, you know, he shouldn't have been right there at that point in time, which was so close. If you know what I'm saying, if this person is after him or whatever, he was right behind me. And that's why I just felt like some type of way, like, oh my goodness. And he pushed me down, but not in a real aggressive way. He pushed me down, and I was laying down like this on the ground, on the concrete, and he was over me, and I can't tell the rest, but he did whisper in my ear. I'm not going to tell that either. That's why I said hero. They'll never show that part. They'll never show that part. Someone protecting themselves and their family and their home. They'll never show that part. But Rich is the one in solitary confinement for months. Rich is the one. Just because he hurt their feelings when they walked up and they encountered and they came. It's just, that's how. So, and now it's we're getting random leave texts and all this. I don't know what the fuck time warp these people are in and thought that was all okay and cool and we're just going to just go on back to our merry lives. Hold up. Stop. Slow down. Let's start at one. Y'all keep going and keep doing extra shit. We were wronged here. We were wronged here. We were wronged here. We were wronged here. Can we stop and slow down? I know that you just want to get back to whatever the fuck you've been doing or whatever the fuck lives that y'all live. I don't give a fuck. Slow the fuck down. Slow the fuck down. We're going to deal with this motherfucker lying, conniving, cohorting, all this shit. Okay? We're going to deal with every little piece of it. So, because that moment, like I said, that nigga was Kevin Costner, and they hate that. They hate even in all the shit that they tried to do. All avoidable bullshit. All avoidable bullshit. All avoidable bullshit. If you really want to fight some crime, let's go. But we're not going to use whatever power that we have to now harass innocent citizens just because they said something to you that you didn't like. Get over it like everybody else. That's what we tell the kids on the playground. And then you wonder why it's so many school shootings, because you adults thought that was okay. Duh. Duh. Y'all, that's because, mind you, all of this is happening across the street from an elementary school. So these people just so focused like a zombie. When I say zombies, I'm not playing. They could care less about the kids. Could care less. Then this is somebody who the initial person is somebody who works with kids. Don't give a damn. He didn't give a damn that day. Didn't give a damn none of this time. These people just are fixated on Rich Long. And that is all. Then they wonder why it's so many school shootings. I learned it from watching you. That was a commercial back in the day. I learned it from watching you. Don't wonder why. Look in the mirror. Everybody needs to just look in the mirror. All right, so all this was all avoidable. All avoidable. But we cannot and will not move off of this square unless we figure out what the hell is going on and why Rich Long is the only one who has suffered and lost time away from his family. And to think that that's okay. So I know, Rich knows that these people were playing games. So why do you just expect him to not play game or not be involved or not like, what did you expect? What do you people expect? That's what I said. We are not obligated to help you do your nefarious, maniacal plan on us and just to allow it and turn a blind eye to it. That is you not thinking your plan all the way through. That's why I don't play with grown folk. I don't play with people because of that same reason. Because I don't know people like that, and I mind my motherfucking business. So I know how to move. I know how to, you know what I'm saying? So when you voluntarily put yourselves in somebody else's life and then get mad at them for not allowing you to do whatever the fuck you wanted to do over their lives, I've never heard of no shit like this. I've never heard of it. And I don't know what reality they're in, but it's not the same one as the rest of us. It's as frivolous as that. And that's why I said, what is it worth a human life when you got your bullying system? And then they wonder why everything's falling apart. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because we have to really stand on what we say we are as a country and as a nation. We have to really start caring about the people. Because Rich Long, you can go to his Instagram, Keeping People Warm. You can see the work that he's been doing, keeping people warm on Instagram. You can see the work that he's been doing right here in the city of Philadelphia, Kensington, all. We're going to have more coming soon. Yes, because we do have a coat drive. We do have a drive, a clothes drive, and we've been thank you everybody who has given. We if you need things, If you need things, let us know. You can email us at that email below. You can email, or you can go through the website, www.maddpop.com, or reach out to us through social media, which is at maddpop worldwide on Instagram. Right. So and I'm sorry for if I had to get upset or whatever. Please, I'm not really upset. I'm just aggravated that people thought that was okay. I'm aggravated that people thought that they wouldn't allow. Like I said, imagine that. Now this downstairs neighbor and his girl was arguing the other day, and yesterday, and I'm on the phone with Rich in prison, and he's like, record it. Yes. And I said, I'm not trying to be petty, but you know, imagine that. Imagine me seeing them then 2 days later, and walking up and saying, "Hey, homegirl, what's going on? What's going on with you between you and him?" Imagine the catastrophe that would be. Okay, so I said, Rich, even you giving that fucking devil 20 minutes of your fucking time, which you didn't have to, was you being gracious. Nobody, no other man needs to be coming up to you, questioning you about what's going on in your motherfucking home. If they don't, and we didn't know this nigga. Like I said, I just moved here my damn self, so I didn't understand. And it had been 3 days later. So I didn't understand. And we're happy, go lucky, jolly, moving on. So how can you be more upset than us? Like I said, out of line. Imagine me going up into him. Oh, Lord Jesus. See, but I have good discernment, so I would never do that. Even to test the waters, I wouldn't even do that. Because I don't play games and I don't play tests or whatever. I don't play, gambles and shit. So, but because I already know, that's not something that I would do. Only somebody slow or with an agenda, which we think it is either now, either half slow or with an agenda. And we think it is an agenda. His agenda was to buck break Rich. He was the Samuel L. Jackson in that moment. To walk up to another black man in the middle of the street and to try to check him on something when we live on a block with Asian people, Hispanic people, white people, black people, you know what I'm saying? All different types of thinking, ideology, religion, whatever. So, especially if we're going to the same place. So I didn't understand that's what we think. Because we don't think that this guy is slow. But that would be one of the options. But what we think is that he's a certified coon. Okay? And that in that moment, satisfying all of those other groups, which have never and not been in any danger, was his goal. So if that was a trap, Rich did fall into that one because he argued with that guy back and forth. And like I said, the perception is they don't know Rich, they know him. So that nigga may be the only black person they ever seen or know. So if he upset, then you getting them all. So that's why I said that was the agenda. So then he can hide in the background gaslighting. I told you we call him shit starter, and then his name. And it rhymes. Okay. So and it's very befitting. It's very befitting. Nobody would do that. And again, if he felt all that way and really thought that to be true, would he months later walk up to me now out in the street and say something about how loud the dogs are walking up the steps, which takes a total of less than 10 seconds of it irritated his life so much. That is more gaslighting. And he did that again outside in the middle of the street. And that's why I immediately, because then he tried to get all his family riled up, and I immediately called the cops on him then. Because I don't play games and he's playing games. And the fact that these people, including him, use law enforcement to now lock up an innocent guy and still trying to play. Like I said, everybody else has conceded, everybody else is quiet, everybody else is going on about their day. It's always the coon. She thinks this black girl is. Let me tell her. Let me tell her something out in the streets. So I let them know that I'm still the black head honcho. Nigga, you a simp coon, and I don't respect you. The fuck out my face. Don't ever get in my motherfucking face about nothing. Straight up. You tried to ruin my motherfucking life in and out of my motherfucking business. You would never allow it. Beta. Okay? I don't owe you shit. You a sneaky motherfucker. You've been that way since day one, trying to scam me out of fucking $300 for a dead man's furniture that the landlord already told me I could have. People want to be Rich Long. That's why he had to wait that he had to get rid of Rich Long. And as soon as Rich Long got arrested, this nigga come up with all this, newfound family and shit. Come on now, nigga wanted to be Rich Long. You even start dressing like him now too. It's weird. These kids are weird around here. Weird. Could never be in a million years. And this nigga done sat up here and heard every song that we made. This is how seething he's been the whole time. He's worried about the dog. He done heard every song. This is how his heart was breaking because he tried to walk up to Rich Long with some bullshit and got whammy bammy back to his motherfucking place. So they all cohorted together. And we feel no type of way about it. We feel no type of way about it. Mind your business. I said happy Sunday. That should have been it. Respectfully. Walking to the house, that nigga stopped Rich in the street with some bullshit. And that was the catalyst. So when that Negro actually come up to me, there's something wrong with him. There's something wrong with him. So I don't have to respect anything or anybody who moves like that. And neither does Rich. And he doesn't. And I don't. Okay? So deal with it. Okay, this is the guy again who leaned up into Rich's car while I was sitting right there. Black woman. These people didn't give a fuck. Okay? They didn't give a fuck. They were loud and bold and harassing and bullying. And if these motherfucking cops ever fucking did their jobs and stopped fucking trying to see how they can make a black man the problem or the target or the criminal, and they actually did their job and actually rolled tape around here for at least damn near 3 or 4 days, and they will clearly see who the menaces, the nuisances is, and it's not Rich Long. They would never do that. Rich Long feels like he has been kidnapped. No cap. That's how he feels. So yeah, he ain't pleasant even in there. No, he's not pleasant. Shit could pop off any minute in there all the time. So that's why I said prayers is the most thing that he needs. If you can donate, that's great as well. We appreciate it. He's been in there longer than what expected. The ways to donate is on in the description box below. Plus, we have it's pinned in the chat. We are still doing things for his charity, keeping people warm, and you'll see more of that coming up. We have something really special. We're I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give it away. So, but we're having something that's coming up really special. If you are in need of the items, we're looking for coats, mainly coats, but we're asking for coats. Sorry, we're asking for coats, mainly coats, new or slightly used, and toothbrushes, deodorants, and you can mail them to the address in the description box. Okay. Um, Now, new items, of course, toothbrushes, deodorants. If you want to mail gift cards, um, any type of. We're not doing canned goods because canned goods are very heavy to mail. We don't want you to be able, to be spending a lot of money. Um, books are very. I told you, Rich. He said he needs books. Um, because the situation with his ex, she took everything out of his storage, including his books his library. So any books or whatever, definitely could donate that, and you can mail those media mail, and it's very cheap, guys. So books, but it has to be only books. Um, let's see. Yeah, anything that you want to mail or any letter that you want to write, you can write to that email address, that P.O. Box down below. I think it's P.O. Box 54847, Philadelphia, PA 19148. And that is if you want to mail in a donation, mail in anything for the coat drive that we're having. If you would like to be a participant and receive items, because we're putting together items and everything. If you would like to receive items, then sorry, this is my cat. If you would like to receive items, then you can reach out to us through the email in the description box, or reach out to us through our website or social media. Yeah, so they really expect us to be okay. And then you see the video when they arrested Rich the second time. That's when they actually bust up in the house. And you see that too. You see the remnants of that. Bust up in the house. I mean, early in the morning or earlier than this, 8 something in the morning. Now that night before, now this is the day before. So this is why we're tying all of this in. And because he leaned up in our car. This is the day before the people ran up in the house. This is the day before. Okay, you see how we tying it all together? The day before the marshals came in. So this is when Rich was out the first. He had been arrested the first time. He was out. He's trying to get to the house. These people are outside the store harassing him. Out, and then they can easily walk back in the store. They're threatening to call the cops on him here. Well, does it stop? Well, but they could easily go back into their store. Rich is outside, not even on their steps. See, customers going in and out. They're not even worried about the customers going in. This is about 2-3 person operation. They could easily just go inside and do the job that they're doing. Go outside, harassing Rich, leaning in Rich car, coming up outside the store like this in the doorway. Okay, that's what they were doing. Okay, but none of that. That's okay. That's okay because they're doing whatever work for whoever. But I'm letting you know, I don't give a fuck who gave you the order to do this outside the store. Those people are setting you up for failure, okay? Because if Rich really was Nino Brown or whoever the fuck, if you would want to go, okay? So those people who don't love telling you to do this outside the store, they don't give a fuck about you, okay? Rich, we care about you. We're gonna tell you the real. Don't do that. That's not the smart thing to do, okay? So my whole thing is, I don't know what person thought that was okay or who approved this or whatever. If somebody's not running up in your home, this everything that they have actually done. Somebody's not coming up to you in your establishment with a gun. They did that. Nobody's ever, if anybody haven't put any hands on anybody, they did that. If nobody has, I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like everything's coming this way and Rich is the only one in jail. If nobody never approached you with no drama, they did that. If nobody never harassed you on the street, they did that. If nobody never vandalized your car, they did that. So I'm not understanding how this flipped around. All that is ignored. All that. So these people are playing games, is what we're trying to establish. And if they would have gotten away with it, if, first of all, let me tell you who foiled your plan. Don't be mad at Rich. Go get Stephen Kotowich. Okay? You want to know who foiled your plan? It's not me, it's not Rich. It's first of all, this is Stephen Kotowich, number one, because he couldn't allow the plan to go through without being antagonizing. Okay, remember, you know what I'm saying? So that's giving shit away along the way because they told you he came with a smile. I'm selling the property. I understand the plight of your people and all this other bullshit. He's the one who foiled your plan. That's one. Two is the Asian store owners like this. And then doing the Birdman hand rub, this guy. So that was obvious and weird. This guy here. So yeah, one was Stephen Kotowich. That's what I'm saying. Whoever, they need to undeputize these fools, undeputize them because they're not good. They're not good. Hire us. Y'all didn't even know we was watching y'all while y'all was watching us. So that's the whole point. Hire us. You have the wrong crew. You're targeting the wrong people. Yeah, that's that didn't make any motherfucking sense. Now, Rich Long has to take time away from his life, time away from his family, time away from his children, miss holidays for this little gameplay that happened, that none of these people would do all this stuff to actually get a real criminal. My thing is, I like this, whatever you're doing here. I get it. But it's useless. It's very self-serving and useless if we're just going to do all this covert action to harass and terrorize civilians, let's actually go and do this, because I feel like let's do this and actually get a real plan together that where it's not all obvious and where we can actually sit down and map it out and really find the real criminals. Nobody showed up. I can't believe it. I cannot believe I was by myself. I could not believe it. But I forgot. We the target. These people could care less about fighting crime. These people just want to get a trans person off their block. They cannot take it for whatever reasons, whether it be religious or whatever, homophobia, transphobia, racism, whatever. This should happen to no one. No one should have to endure this. I haven't even been here in a whole year. I'm still in the original lease that I signed the day that fucking downstairs neighbor tried to scam me out of $300. I'm in the same, and these people have, in less than 12 months, turned my life topsy-turvy. So, and it's just like, all right, so we did everything we could to make your life a living hell, and every day impeded in every little and part of whatever the fuck you had going on. Fuck with, goodbye, see ya. No. Halt, stop. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. And I need answers. I need you to answer why the fuck did you thought it was okay to try to fucking destroy my life? Are you crazy? Are you fucking crazy? Because you didn't assess anybody else in the situation. So why should we? Okay, so that's the whole point. We're just going full force ahead like everybody else without a clear second thought. We're not even thinking about any consequences because we're just going to act. I learned it from watching you. Okay, I learned it from watching you. We're not going to think. We're just going to go full force ahead with whatever plan, because to legally, that's the difference between smart people and bullies. We're going to legally do everything. We're not going to think about any consequences or any leave taxes or any sad thoughts. We're just going to keep moving ahead because nobody here gave a fuck or a second thought about anything we had going on. We didn't have fucking time to deal with Karen and her fucking bullshit that day. We had things to do. Not get stopped by the police with Karen. Just when we rolled up our business, our fucking windows, that should have been the end of it. No, Karen and her goons of coons have to have the last word. So you guys are witnessing a block. Here we go. See, my thing is, don't ask for how we got here, because y'all silly niggas on the block. Now it's worldwide. Now we're writing governors and mayors. Now we're calling the news stations. Now we got, all types of discrimination cases. Now. So don't ask how something simple and minuscule, because you could easily minded your motherfucking business and let grown people that's not attacking you go on about their day in their life. When you went out of your way to try to step into somebody else's pathway and try to alter their future, you altered your own. Don't you know that in every fucking movie you watch? That's why you should have just focused on you and what you were doing. All right, guys. It's been an hour. I had my sausage, my eggs, and my cheese, and it was delicious. I hope you had a good breakfast. I got my coffee here, which I need a refill on. Free Rich Long. This is silliness gone wrong. Jen Williams, we're gonna just block you out. All right. We have a troll. All right. All righty. That was a troll. And again, if you're going to be someone who's going to be, because that's somebody definitely involved in this situation. Like I said, they're looking and lurking. They're looking and lurking. But good thing that there's so many more people outside of this situation that are watching as well. People are upset. They are all in a bunch. But we're the ones with our lives affected. See, it ain't no fun. See, my whole thing is we're the ones who've been affected. We have every right to be upset. These people are only upset because their bullshit is about to be exposed. So that's why, yes, when scaredy cats or people that's acting silly, we have to get it out there because we don't know these people. We haven't done anything to these people. Again, they'll come in with all types of negativity and crying and whining. But again, name one crime, Rich Long, other than your hurt feelings, other than your hurt feelings. What crime did Rich Long do to you that would warrant him being in prison? Oh, they're gone. Oh, okay. All right. That's all. That's all I want to know from anybody. If anybody could tell me that, then I'll be willing to listen. If you 1-800-743-1179. Call in. Call in. You don't have to be in the chat. Call in. The number's on the screen, on in the title. And let me put it in the chat too, so that way isn't go you'll find it. Because I don't feel like fiddling with this right now. The number's there. 1-800-743-1179. Again, the comment that was deleted was, "You're insane." See, does that again, that sounds like somebody that's connected to this, right? That's what they're trying to prove. That's what they're trying to say about me and Rich Long. Oh, is that it? Where's your degree? Where is your degree? Psychology degree. We don't give a fuck about your goddamn opinion. You're insane. So there we go. It equals out and it cancels each other out. Where is your, we got proof that y'all insane. We don't need a degree. We got proof. Walking up to somebody, a man that you don't know, talking bullshit is insane. Leaning up to somebody's car when they're not in your establishment is insane. Standing outside your store, the doorway of the laundromat, when you're supposed to be collecting quarters and shit, is insane. Okay? Busting up in somebody's house, talking about who called who a B with an armed during school hours while kids are trying to walk to school and the school has to be shut down because your stupid ass fucking goons or coons fucking running the streets like vigilantes just to get some man that did that hurt their feelings is insane. Okay? Again, what did Rich Long do other than hurt your feelings? What crime? What crime? So, no, we're not going to just go that. You're not a clinical doctor. You're not anybody. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. And just like an asshole, an opinion, we all have one. So unless you have facts or a degree to back what you're saying up, that is more slander. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm insane. I think you're retarded. You see how that works? It's just back and forth. But as far as these insane nutcases in this situation, I can clearly say these people are fucking bonkers. Again, they'll throw out those allegations. Those are all just skitter-scattery because they really never had no real union. They'll start flipping on each other in a minute. They never, it was just all maliciousness to target a black man, and the black people who had things to do with that should be utterly ashamed of themselves. I said it day one. Use your powers to fight crime and stop the bullying. Use your powers to fight crime. I hear sirens right now. If none of these motherfuckers don't even go out the house to sweep, okay? Come on now. But these uppity motherfuckers, come the fuck off your high horses, people. Take a broom and sweep up a little bit. And then that'll raise the vibrations a lot. Stop fucking playing with grown folks. We don't have to now conform to your plan of bullshit over grown folks' lives. You people are insane and refuse to do right. Refuse. Going kicking and screaming. And that's fine. Because we don't have to conform to wrong. I don't know what the fuck you thought that, like, we don't have to conform. We had things that we were doing and they are important to us, and they're more important to whatever the fuck you had going on that you wanted to now impede into our lives and interject in. It's not important. More important than what we had the fuck going on before you interjected yourself in. And we stand on that. You go find yourself something to do other than fucking harass citizens and terrorize people. Look in the motherfucking mirror, dumbasses. It is not Rich Long that's the problem. None of these people can say not one motherfucking crime other than hurting their fragile, cotton soft feelings when they walked up to Rich with their bullshit, and they deserved every fucking second of it, because next time, mind your fucking business. So again, this is the Godmother Podcast. No, that's the number for the Godmother Podcast is 1-800-743-1179. 1-800-743-1179. This is just a breakfast check-in with you guys. I had eggs. This was all delicious. It was eggs, cheese with ketchup, sausage, and I had a little coffee, and it was very delicious. I have not been able to eat a lot. People will be saying like, "Oh, you look like you just, yeah." It's gonna be surprising to him because when he got locked up the first time, um, he had lost so much weight. He had lost so much weight. And y'all saw that in that video that he did. And they try to say, "Oh yeah, well, he was upset, or he was upset." I mean, why wouldn't he be? Who wouldn't be? You get stolen away from your home, people just coming by with all types of nonsense, can't even live their own fucking lives without waking up. As soon as I get up, fresh part of making up. It's not getting a cup of coffee. It's how can I fuck with Rich Long? That's it. 8 o'clock in the morning. What's Rich Long doing? Rich Long. How can we get involved? I'll tell you exactly what Rich Long is doing. Not giving a flying fuck about any of you people. And wish you motherfuckers will fly away by any means necessary. Okay? That's what Rich Long is doing. He's not giving a flying fuck about any of you people. Okay? This is them. Every fresh part of waking up and seeing what Rich Long is doing. You know what I'm saying? These people are freaking bums and losers. Stop playing around. I know. Let me tell you something. Let's go. Travel agency. Let's see. Before it gets too crazy out here, let's see what's going on this year. Let's go to Eventbrite. They always have the things that's going on in the city. It's so much stuff to do, basically. Go do something. Are you motherfuckers part of a work release program? You walk 10 steps a day from upstairs to downstairs to harass the motherfuckers out on the street. What? Let me tell you, it's a game. I know it's a game. I know it's somebody's playing somebody somewhere. All these sports teams. Even Rich Long went to a damn game. Went to a football game. We don't need you motherfuckers in our way. You've been all up and through our motherfucking lives. And can I do it to you? That's all. That's it. That's it. I want to do that to you. Can I get all up and through your life? If I can't, why? Why can't I? What gives you more authority to come and be all up in through my life and judge me? What gives you that fucking authority? Okay? So you're a human being like I'm a human being. I want to come all up in your space and I want to give my motherfucking opinion. And if I feel like you're not living to the standard of moral, not a criminal code, I want to lock you up in fucking chains in solitary confinement. Can we do that? Even Stevens. So if we can't do it even Stevens, and then whatever you fucking saying, blow it up your ass. No person, no black person should have to go through this. These people have manipulated the law, abused, been deputized by whoever to do the most heinous acts. But Rich Long is the only one who has suffered time away from his family. And anybody who does not feel that is wrong is pure fucking evil. Have a blessed day, guys. I thank you for everybody who has continued to donate. It goes, obviously, you see, Rich Long has been here um, longer than what expected. And what these devils meant to try to break my family for whatever reason, God has made for good. We don't have to conform to domestic terrorists, especially not Rich being a U.S. decorated veteran, and myself, a government employee as well. I'm a federal agent too, work at the post office, you know, ex, retired. So we're not silly people here. By no stretch of the imagination. Ran a company for years. Have songs out right now with notable people. Do you have that? Maybe you need to get insane and get a life. Have a blessed day, everyone. If you would like to talk to me offline, you can book that. Just call the number 1-800-743-1179. And all of the details are on in the voicemail there. And it'll tell you exactly what to do, or you can go to www.maddpop.com/CEO Connect. Nothing's off the table. Of course, nothing explicit, but this is not a business line, so I'm not charging people to do business. This is a strictly for fun, personal, talk about the hot topic. So yeah, if you want to do business, that is perfectly, you can go through the website that way, or through social media. But if you would like to talk one-on-one, because that is personal and it does take me away from business, I have to be booked for it. So go to www.maddpop.com/CEO Connect, and we can talk anything about this topic, about any hot topic. Nothing's off the table, but nothing explicit, of course. And it's not an advice line, and it's not a legal helpline. This is just strictly for entertainment purposes only. So I love you guys. If you would like to donate to Rich's nonprofit that's keeping people warm, you can donate to that. You'll see something. You'll see we have a lot of good things coming up. Yes, we connecting with so many people, and I don't even want to give it away, but like I said, it's always when Rich sung that song. Let me see if y'all got it here. A ram in the bush. It definitely is. You know how many inmates that he has ministered to in there? And guess where they come for help and refuge when they get out? This crazy lady right here. Yeah, so we got we got so much more content, and it's going to be coming up, keeping people warm. Yes, if you want to help donate to feed families, go Cash App, keeping people warm. You'll see the results of that. We definitely appreciate you continual help. If you would like to help to make Rich Long stay unlawfully stay in jail hellhole, jail, you can Cash App Mad Pop and put for Rich Long. or any other ways down in the description box below. We thank you. The donations are coming in. We appreciate it. It's able to allow us to fund this fight. If you would like to follow me, you can go to Mama Bear Queen 215. Rich's page is Keeping People Real TV. My business page for any business inquiries is Mad Pop Worldwide. I am Coin, the godmother of Futuristic Soul, the host of the Godmother podcast. And I love you guys. Rich loves you guys. You know how you get it here. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be raw, but it's going to be real. All right. We love you. Um, we'll be back soon. And drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. If you have any questions, if you have any resources, let us know. We love you and pray for Rich Long, free Rich Long. All right.